Today, in our series of looking at Shakespeare's Gospel parodies, we are looking at The Merchant of Venice. Shylock is derived from Shiloh, a Jewish name for the Messiah. It comes from the book of Genesis and reappears in the Talmud. The trials of Shylock in Merchant of Venice are a parody of the trials of Christ. Detailed research shows that the trials of Jesus are not a history, but a courtroom farce, a sort of legal comedy. They contain at least 18 improbable illegal features. The first religious trial supposedly begins before Annas, who had no authority to preside. It also supposedly happens at night during Passover week, which would be illegal and probably impossible. The trial then moves on before High Priest Caiaphas, who asks questions in violation of the law. The Sanhedrin, contrary to their own laws, supposedly presses a case. The accused is comically shown as illegally testifying against himself and being convicted. Then, in the first Roman trials, Herod finds nothing against him, nor does Pilate. But in breach of all legal procedure, Pilate hands him over to the soldiers to be crucified. The Merchant of Venice comically parodies the trials of Jesus by showing another Jewish Messiah also going through unjust trials. The story comes from an untranslated Italian source, Il Pecorone, where there is only one single trial. But to be more like the trials of Jesus, the playwright of Merchant of Venice has increased this to 3 trials. Two of these trials involve Portia, but she isn't a judge. She isn't even a lawyer. She isn't even a man. She is the betrothed of Bassanio, who offers to pay off the loan with her money. So she is an interested party, fraudulently pretending to be a judge, without any authority to preside. Now, what discussion of Merchant of Venice would be complete without mention of the pound of flesh? The central idea of someone making a contract that will enable him to take a pound of flesh is not invented by the playwright. It comes from Il Pecorone. It is taken from early Roman law code, the 12 Tables. Provision 3 of Table 3 states that on market day 3, a debtor who has not paid what is owed may have designated pieces of his flesh taken by his creditors, who may take more with impunity. The different mentions of the 3 caskets, 3 rings, 3 trials remind us of the 12 Tables. In other words, the trials of Shylock, the Messiah, were created as a parody of the trials of Jesus. They are a comic farce, just like The Merchant of Venice, and historically could never have taken place. Come join the Dark Lady Players and see their production of Shakespeare's Gospel Parodies at West Park Church on 86th and Amsterdam this September. See you then.